Cancer, what's going on? All right. How y'all doing? I was like, whose reading do I need to do? Um, Definitely Cancer. So let's go ahead and get into this, shall we? This is primarily a reading if you're in, no contact with someone. However, it can resonate if you are, in minimal contact, things like that, okay? Long distance. Um, Hold on, Cancer. Let me go on DND. All right, so let's see where you and this person or whatever the situation was at recently or in the past that led up to now. It's early on. I'm getting my bearings. So, I still got some coffee left. So forgive me. We'll see where you all are at now. And then we'll talk about where I see this headed. That's what we get into over on your extended. And the link to watch that is in the description or at the top of the comments, okay? Cancer. All right, so show me the energy of this connection in the past leading up to where Cancer and this person are at now. Show me the energy in the past that led up to where Cancer and this person are now. Show me the energy of this connection, the Knight of Pentacles. Okay. So this could involve a Virgo. Immediately what I got is if you all are involved with an earth sign, it was like this person was leading the connection. Okay, Cancer. So some of you may say like, I was just kind of following this person's lead, seeing where it goes. I'm getting that, there was real opportunity in this connection here, because I'm even seeing the Queen of Pentacles. Okay. Some of you, this may have been a connection that started at work, in a work setting. I'm getting that as well. But I'm seeing like there was real potential here in the connection. I'm also seeing the Five of Swords with the Hermit. There's Virgo. I have to do their reading next, okay? So Cancer, I feel like you and this person were moving forward, but there was still a disconnect with the Five of Swords and the Hermit. Like you and this person weren't seeing eye to eye completely. It's like you could be living in the same household together, but there was a lot of distance. Both of you felt very distant from one another. Okay. I'm just using that as an example. I kind of feel I get more of a vibe, a Cancer vibe from the Hermit card. Okay. And so, like that's you. I don't know. Can be you. Hold on. I just heard it's just the energy. It's just the energy. It's like both of you just being very confused, and it's like we're still going with this because, like I said, I'm not even supposed to be doing this too. I was supposed to pull the cards and start talking about it, but I just felt drawn to talk about this. Like I said, there was real potential here still in the connection. I feel like that's why who I'm really connecting with, you all stayed in the relationship or the connection, because it's like we're here, we've invested. I feel like you all already invested time, energy, money, so we're invested and we're still going to like see this through. But I don't know, secretly you all like there, I feel like there was some sort of argument between you two, Cancer. And I'm going to come back to this. There was some sort of disagreement or argument, and you all maintained still like a steady flow, and maybe you all even like made up something like that, but you both were still kind of like, I see one of you more distant with that hermit energy, and the other person like, are they still mad at me? Kind of confused, like, are they still mad at me? What's the energy now? Wow, it came right out. Okay. I don't know if this wanted to come upright or reverse. I'm going to keep it upright. The Lovers. Okay. So possibly, wow, you got the Three of Pentacles and the Three of Wands. A lot of you have a fire sign that is just, because here you are, waiting for you to come up above water. You see how she's like waiting at the top? It's like here's your person, here you are, looking like, where you at? Kind of looking for you. Okay. Emotionally, because water is the emotion. So yeah, I'm getting more so your person like watching you, keeping an eye on you. Again, I feel like a lot of you are with who this is. Things may even be leveling up. Again, it was supposed to be a no contact, but I don't really get no contact with you two. Yeah, it just seems like maybe even like things, the connection has grown stronger with you two. Okay. Wow. The Fool. All right. This is what happens next. Okay. So Aquarius, Aries, Pisces energy. This is like being divinely guided to take a leap of faith. There's almost like this build up here that I'm seeing. The Knight of Pentacles, the Lovers, and then the Fool. Okay, so it's like building up to some sort of new start, new beginning. Okay. Let's see. How was Cancer's person showing up in the recent past? Wow, you've got judication, child and judication. Okay, so for some of you, this person was having to like go to court over their child. Hold on. That's like a very literal, okay, literal, just, I mean, how could I not read it like that, right? Like they were, I don't feel like this involves you two. I think this is your person, Cancer. Like they were having to go back and forth with someone potentially that like they had a child with this person outside of the connection with you. Okay. Maybe this person was going through some sort of divorce, but I'm also hearing, because the child talks about a new approach, seeing things in a new way. And with judication, this talks about like involving a potentially like a non-biased third party. Okay. So I'm hearing like this person trying to see things from a new perspective, maybe even like your perspective, Cancer. So they may have sought out, I'm getting like Libra energy with this. Either they know a Libra or this is a Libra. They sought out like, some sort of friend. Okay. Like maybe they have a friend who, I don't know, could be therapist, friend, counselor. It's somebody else outside of the connection that they were consulting about you. Okay. trying to see things from a new perspective, okay? Because like I said, they may, they may have felt like, okay, hold on. I'm getting judged. Your person, oh, hold on. Okay, hold on. What was this person? Okay. Serenity in the reverse. So this card reminds you to release stress and trust yourself to handle whatever comes your way with grace. External challenges. Yeah, so that's what I'm getting. Like your person was not at peace because of external challenges. Yeah, Cancer. I'm getting you more so being the one that was confused. Okay? And I'm going to just stick with that. I feel like your person was more so the hermit. So they came off a bit closed off or real introverted and quiet. And it's because I feel like they were stressed out about something outside, a challenge outside of their connection. And it has to do with potentially like a child. Okay. Sorry, my little bun's getting on my nerves. See how it's like sticking out over here. Okay. So, yeah, they came off, hold on. I want to know, what was their primary emotion when it came to Cancer? What was this person's primary emotion? Forgiveness. Wow, forgiveness. Yeah. So I feel like a number of you, like you had a disagreement over a child, or like, let's say you all have a child together, you had like some sort of disagreement, but this person, just using that as an example, or remember what I got before, like you all had a disagreement and they forgave you, Cancer, or, hold on. They forgave you about whatever happened, or you possibly forgave them. Okay, see what there's just like, there was this weirdness between you two. Like I said, even if you all were moving forward together, there was a level of forgiveness and understanding, but you still felt like the awkwardness, like there was still some awkwardness between you two that led up to what's going on now. Okay. So, for example, you may have been sitting there like, okay, so, we said what we said, but, we forgave each other. Why are you still acting distant? But it's because they're also dealing with external issues in their life, Cancer. And so that may have, so let's say they were really like stressed out, that caused issues in the connection with you. Okay. And then you all like settled it, but then they're still acting, distant. Okay. Recently. What were the mutual feelings that Cancer and this person shared with each other? Disagreement. Okay. Just confirmation. Disagreements. Okay. I wish you understood how I feel. Yeah. Look how like they're literally at the same table, but they're not really talking, right? And they're distant. You see? That's the vibe I get with you two recently. Yeah, you have daydreaming, Cancer. Oh. I'm always longing for you. And yeah, your person has indecisive. I know my inability to make a decision hurts you. That's that Libra energy that I was getting. Okay. Because you may have just felt like, okay, I thought we were okay, but now like it seems like you're going, it seems like you're going back and forth. One day you're cool, everything's all good, and then the next day everything's not all good. Okay. Um, let's see what the mutual feel since we have this. Oh yeah, okay. So this is why the lovers came out. I don't think you all like have fully mended, but like the energy is there. You all both want to mend the connection. You both want to fix the issue. Okay. Yeah, you both want to fix the connection. That's beautiful. Okay. The feelings are mutual between you two. Um, let's see what we want. Kipper. What was at the bottom? The lovers. What how's this person showing up for Cancer right now? Thoughts. Yeah, this is a good card. This person has not revealed necessarily how they feel. Okay, you are in their thoughts for sure. All right, like that's you. Here's your person. Okay. Yeah, they're definitely hiding how they feel. See false person. Okay. And house. I feel like house is you. Okay. Cancer represents the home. I think this person sees like security with you. They're just not telling you everything with false person. I don't get a negative vibe from that. I think that they're hiding, um, they're hiding something, but they just feel like they can't be fully vulnerable with you. Okay. That's what I'm getting with that. What are the mutual feelings right now with Cancer and who this is? What are the mutual feelings? Okay, what was that? Hold on. What are the mutual feelings currently with these two? What mutual feelings do they share for each other? Okay. Oh, I already pulled from this deck, reminiscing. I already pulled from that deck. Okay, my bad. Yeah, Cancer, you have ego. I let my pride get in the way of us being together, of our connection. And they have runner, but this person is like, they're wanting to run towards you. I don't want to run anymore. See, this person's like wanting to run towards you. So that's so weird. But yeah, reminiscing. I already pulled from this deck. Sorry. Yeah, they're thinking about you a lot. Silence, confusion. Hold on. I want to know anxiety. Show me their primary emotion in this connection with Cancer. Okay. Reflection. Yeah. There it is. That's the thoughts, I don't know. They're thinking about a lot. And it's weird. Maybe they were the moon. It reminds you to assess your growth and changes and gain insight from past lessons, okay? Yeah, they're definitely there's something about the disagreement here that this person, if they've seemed quiet, Cancer, it's because they really went within and like, for example, if you had a conversation with this person, okay, they took some time, they're taking some time and they're really like thinking about what you said. If you all have been in no contact, they've reflected on everything. And I feel, for them, they're like, Cancer is my person. Cancer is the one that I want to be with. Cancer is the one that I'm supposed to be with. Okay. So All right, that's what I'm seeing right now. I'm gonna go and head over to part two, to talk about the Fool being what I see next. The Fool represents someone taking a leap of faith. It is an action-oriented card. It's being led, like the time is now. The time is now for us to start something new. I feel like it's Mercury, like coming out of retrograde. That's what I'm getting with the Fool. Like, so messages, doing something new, making a new offer. Okay. But yes, I will talk more about that. Okay. Over on your extended, we're going to talk about a lot of things, outcomes, actions, timelines, what this person, you know, wants to tell you. And of course, advice. Okay. And much more. So, Cancer, if you're going to join me, I'll see you over on the other side. This is where we part ways. Thank you for watching. All right. And I'll see you next time. Peace.